Is this what rock bottom feels like? Fins fans? Are we really here? 3 games into the season, a big fat 0 in the win column, and the first major headline to splash across our screens isn't about a comeback plan, a spark of hope, or a fiery locker room speech. No, it's about a fire sale. Are we already at the point where we're selling off pieces for parts before the calendar even flips to October? A new trade proposal has surfaced, and it involves sending one of our own promising young talents packing. It forces us to ask a deeply uncomfortable question. Is the front office already waving the white flag on the 2025 season? The whispers are turning into a roar, and they're all centered around a proposed deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. Bleacher Report's Mo Moton has thrown a log on the fire, suggesting a trade that would send Dolphins running back Jaylen Wright to the West Coast. Now, on the surface, you might think, who? And that's part of the story. But this isn't just about one player who has yet to make his mark. This is about a mindset. It's about the brutal reality of being 0-3, looking up at the rest of the league, and being labeled as sellers when we all desperately want to be buyers. The trade deadline is still weeks away, but the vultures are circling, and it seems Miami might be ready to serve up a meal. Let's first look at this from the other side of the country, because context is everything here. The Los Angeles Chargers are the polar opposite of us right now. They're flying high at 3-0 under Jim Harbaugh, looking like a legitimate Super Bowl contender. But disaster struck for them last weekend. Their workhorse running back, Najee Harris, went down with a season-ending Achilles rupture. It's a devastating blow. Behind him, they've got Hassan Haskins, a guy Harbaugh knows from his time at Michigan, but he isn't a feature back. The Chargers have a championship window that is wide open, and they cannot afford to have it slammed shut by a lack of firepower in the backfield. They are desperate. They are buyers in the truest sense of the word, and they need to make a move to keep their momentum alive. They need depth, they need talent, and they need it yesterday. And that's where the Miami Dolphins, in our current unfortunate state, enter the picture as a very convenient solution. So why Jaylen Wright? Why is a 4th-round pick from this year's draft, a player we invested in just a few months ago, already being floated as expendable? The answer lies in a combination of bad luck for him and surprisingly good fortune for another rookie. The story inside our own running back room has been one of the few intriguing subplots of this dismal season. While we were all excited about Wright's potential, he's been sidelined by a nagging knee injury that's kept him from getting on the field. He missed valuable time, and in the NFL, the next man up is not a cliche. It's a reality that can change careers overnight. That next man up turned out to be Ollie Gordon, too. Remember him? The 6th-round pick from this year. The guy drafted 68 spots after Jaylen Wright. Well, Gordon has seized his opportunity with both hands. He showed flashes in the preseason and has carved out a legitimate role as the primary backup to Devon Chain. Through these first 3 brutal games, Gordon has been on the field, taking 12 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. It's not earth-shattering production, but it's real. It's tangible. Meanwhile, Jaylen Wright, even after being cleared from the injury report for Week 3 against Buffalo, didn't see a single snap. Not one. He was a healthy scratch. The writing isn't just on the wall. It's been chiseled in stone. The coaching staff has made its choice, and Ollie Gordon has won the job of RB2. For Wright, it means his path to meaningful playing time in Miami has suddenly become almost non-existent. This brings us to the nuts and bolts of the proposed deal. According to the Bleacher Report article, the trade would look something like this. The Chargers received Jaylen Wright and a 2027 7th-round pick. In return, the Miami Dolphins received a 2026 5th-round pick. My first reaction, and maybe yours too, is a bit of a cringe. Trading a 4th-round pick for a 5th-round pick a year later feels like we're losing the trade on paper. But we have to be realistic. A player's draft status is only his value on draft day. Today, Jaylen Wright is an injured, inactive 3rd-string running back on a 0-3 team. His value has depreciated. This proposal isn't about winning a trade. It's about recouping an asset. Chris Greer would essentially be getting a do-over, turning a pick that hasn't panned out into a future pick that can be used on someone else. Considering Mike McDaniel's offense has always prioritized the passing game with Tua, the value of a 3rd-string running back is already minimal. Getting a fifth-round pick for a player who is currently contributing nothing might just be the definition of smart asset management. So, what does this all mean for the big picture? Is this the first domino to fall in a season-long garage sale? Or is it an isolated, savvy move by a front office trying to make the best of a bad situation? It's painful to admit, but trading Wright could be the right football move, even if it feels like a punch to the gut for our hopes this season. It acknowledges a reality that Ollie Gordon has outplayed him and that resources are better spent elsewhere. It doesn't have to mean the entire season is a wash, but it does signal a shift in perspective. It suggests the front office is being pragmatic, looking towards the future, and not letting pride over a recent draft pick get in the way of accumulating more capital. This isn't about one running back. It's a glimpse into the cold, hard calculus of running an NFL franchise. The question is this a team simply trimming the fat, or is it a team that's starting to amputate limbs to survive? Ultimately, this rumor is a harsh reflection of where we are. We're a team with problems, and other teams see us as an opportunity. While it hurts to even discuss trading away young talent, a move like this might be a necessary evil. It's a move that a smart, forward-thinking organization makes. The frustration, however, comes in the fact that we're in this position to begin with. We shouldn't be sellers. We shouldn't be 0 to 3. But we are, and now we have to deal with the consequences. I have to know what the mood is out there in the Fins verse. Is shipping off Jaylen Wright for a future fifth-rounder a brilliant piece of asset management by Chris Greer? Or is it the first white flag being waved on a season that's barely begun? Get down in the comments and let me hear your raw, unfiltered thoughts on this. And if you believe in navigating these rough waters with clear-eyed analysis, show some love by hitting that like button. It goes a long way.